I mean, we've talked about this, that often I date younger men. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it is because...
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a great dinner. We had a great dinner, by the way, where across the table, your husband goes, but why? I can.
Yes.
For the reasons, though, that, because I had to ask myself that question. I was like, what is this about?
Yeah.
Because I want a partner. And so often, and it's not just that I'm older, I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
But a lot in my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me, I did enough of it where I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize, and I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again.
You know, it's funny because Kevin Samuels, like 5 years ago, predicted this when he was talking about Tracee Ellis Ross, and she wasn't even in her 50s yet, I don't believe. She was still in her 40s, and he said that she would be dating younger men.
Men are not selecting Tracee Ellis Ross's, not for marriage. She can still get it. There are a lot of guys who would slay that easy, would have no problem even being seen with her in public. But would a man that she wants do it? Let's say, imagine the man that Tracee Ellis Ross would get. Chances are he would be younger.
And I think that's been proven to be true, what she's saying now. There are things out there, other comedians have mentioned, people that in Hollywood and celebrity have mentioned that they knew her, guys that she would hang around back in the day. And they said that what happened was she was hanging around a lot of the top guys that had a lot of options, and she just wasn't really getting chose in the way that she wanted to be chose. I think a lot of women who have opted to remain single or to do very non-traditional relationship setups, a lot of it's because they didn't get the guys that they wanted. If they're human like us, like everybody else, they have people that they want, people they don't want. That's how everybody works. And some people are very fortunate they get to pick the person they wanted the first time, whether it was in elementary school, middle school, high school. Typically, our grandparents probably, like I've known friends that their parents know each other since elementary school. And they got married when they were really young. So some people get very fortunate in that way. They find their person and they're married, and, you know, as soon as they are able to do so. And with her situation, didn't seem like it was the case. Seemed like the guys that she really liked wasn't feeling her like that. And so they have to come up with all these different philosophies and theories.
There's so many different philosophies on dating, and I have come up with mine. I have come up with what works for me and what makes sense for me and what feels safe for me. You know,
maintain their own sanity of why their life's not going the way that they want it to. She's openly admitted that she would, you know, has regrets about not having children and stuff like that.
As much as grief does surface for me around not having children and not having a partner.
And a lot of that is, we have to understand that's personal choices that she made. We all make personal choices and how our life's going to go. And we're not ignorant. We understand how that works. We understand that if we choose to not settle down, then we're choosing to be moving, and moving has strengths and weaknesses. When you're moving around, there's a little bit less stability. There's a little bit less discipline on your part. And the people you tend to be dealing with who are moving like you're moving, they have a different ambition, a different goal for life. And so she realizing the guys she's interacting with, she's having to go younger. A lot of guys her age that will be looking to settle down are going to be more traditional in how their setup is, which she finds very off-putting. She says when he gets a whiff of a man who's more into the traditional gender roles, she's out. A whiff of it. I mean, it's not even negotiation, not even a conversation, not even like, hey, look, what can we compromise on and see what we can do about it? She gets a smell of it, it's over.
Anything that starts to smell of that for me, I have no interest in it, and I will not do it again.
So
on this show.
This is the hottest show on the planet right now.
What's the debate?
Ain't no debate.